In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, we are back with you and with another episode of End Time Events. Over the past few weeks, some really important events have taken place. Let's take a look at what's been happening. The first thing is that this week, the whole world has been thrown into mourning over a significant event. What happened, you ask? Well, the leader of the Vatican and the Roman Catholic Church, Pope Francis, has passed away. You all probably already know this, but the importance of the position is what truly matters. It's considered one of the most powerful roles in the world. Take the President of United States, for example. Similarly, there's the President of European Council, which is also seen as a very powerful position. Positions like those at the World Economic Forum are also highly significant, and among them is the role of leader of the Vatican. If you ask why, it's because the Pope is not just a religious leader. He is also the head of a nation, like a king and a leader of faith. He is the head to nearly 1 to 1.4 billion people. His influence is truly significant. Every individual in that position is expected to bring about some kind of reform, change, or progress. That role is deeply important, just like we all remember Pope John Paul II. So, we all know that he passed now. But why are we looking at this news? If you think about it, recently, the Vatican's role has become incredibly important, both in global politics and in matters of religion worldwide. So, whoever steps up as the next leader will contribute to a great cause and vision. They'll be selecting someone soon, and by this time this episode comes out, they might have already made their choice. Petra is another leader they are talking about selecting, so maybe he'll be chosen by next week. We will give an update about this later, but the person stepping into that position needs to be someone truly significant, someone who could even determine the next world empire. There's a lot revealed about this in the Bible, particularly in Revelation chapter 17. So looking ahead, the upcoming leader could trigger massive political and religious changes both in Europe and around the world. That's the kind of expectation the world has for this new leader. So we will update you on the details of what we expect when he arrives. Now, there's another important event that has happened. It's about the World Economic Forum. Basically, they are the ones who determine everything in the global economy, and there's a key person who established all this, an 88-year-old named Klaus Schwab. Suddenly, he has decided to resign. Why? There's no reason given for his resignation, but he is the one who created it. And it has been stated that he resigned with immediate effect. When you ask what the reason is, it's about the global economy, and these are the people who shape it. So, when their leader changes, it affects everyone. First, you saw the news about the Pope, and now Klaus Schwab is resigning. There's a massive shift happening in politics, religion, and business. All at once, if you read Revelation chapter 13, you will see how these changes are connected. In Revelation 13:7, there's a battle mentioned on aiming to take over the world. That by Revelation 13:15, it talks about capturing religion. And in Revelation 13:16 to 17, the focus shifts to capturing business. All these changes are happening really fast. Within just a week, the leaders are changing, and it's clearly pointing to something major shifting globally. So if you're asking how this economic shift is happening right now, I would say it is the end of the economy and start of another. For example, UK was the dominant economic power in the world until about the 1930s. Then it faced a major downturn in 20s and 30s and dropped to second place. The US took the top spot. Now it seems like the US is heading in a bad direction. I believe that you all know this person who wrote a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. He shared some insights back in 2023 when he visited India, and now that message has gone completely viral all over the world. We haven't read the book or really followed by any news about him. We have been talking about this lot of end times events, but now that the video is out, it's shocking how closely it relates to what we have been saying. It lines up with this message. It's honestly quite surprising. What he wrote in 2023 is that in a few years, America is going to face a major downfall. And the important thing here is Trump wasn't elected by the time this news came out. Joe Biden was president. And he said America is going to face a huge economic crisis, one worse than Mumbai's economy. He even said America's economy and value of dollar would become equivalent to tissue paper. His comparison is between China and the USA. He mentioned that China has a lot of gold and they can print currency based on how much they reserve. We could do the same, print currency based on how much gold we have stored. That's how the World Bank works. They have a formula or terms and conditions based on gold reserves. However, the US is currently printing more currency than the gold they actually hold in reserve. He said in 2023 that the world would lead to economic collapse in America and the US. He said in 2023 that this would be lead to an economic collapse in America, and the US is already heading toward a downturn now. That exact same thing is happening, and America is now listed among the poorest countries in the world. There are many places that haven't even cleaned up. We often say America is very clean and that the people who come from there are tidy. But America is currently in a really bad spot and is heading for a major collapse. They are saying that since the economy is falling now, the next big thing coming will be another economy, likely a European one. Right before our eyes, everything is gearing up for a massive transformation. Finally, we are going to discuss another topic. If you are wondering what it is, Thailand has created an AI Robocop. I mean, Robocops are already a thing in America. In Dubai, they have these shopping malls with robots doing their duties. But this one is an AI Robocop. Now, there's a difference between a robot and an AI robot. If you watched a few episodes back, you would know what I mean. A robot is basically a mechanical human, while AI stands for artificial intelligence. So, when you think about a robotic human having smart and artificial capabilities, it's like combining the two. Imagine a next level version of a human that can also function as a machine at the same time. How would that be? If you think about it, Hollywood has been making movies like this for the last 20 or 30 years. They have been bringing in stories and comics that prepare people for what's coming. The idea is to get people ready for what they are planning to do. They rolled out concepts like Robocop over 20 years ago. It started in movies, then in comics, ingraining those ideas in kids' minds. Now they are bringing in this robot and working on integrating artificial intelligence with it. I remember once when I went to US for ministry, someone told me that US is about 50 years ahead in certain things. It's not out in open, but they advance their technology gradually. They drip feed it to us because our minds wouldn't accept it all at once. So they introduce it little by little through movies, TV, and media. Maybe it's just a story or something like a fantasy. People might think, but one day it could really happen. People are going to believe that all of this was just a fantasy. Just look at things that once seemed impossible are now a reality. Back in 80s, people were talking about computers and technologies we now use like GPS. We already being discussed at least 10 years before they actually came out. The reason I'm telling you all this is because of this robot. AI Robocop was already revealed about 20 years ago, and now they will actually got AI Robocops in Thailand. What's special about these Robocops is just they have a 360-degree camera that can see in every direction. Just imagine. They have got technology that can do all that. Think about it. You have got a police officer or a guard station in an area. There are only a certain number of inspectors or constable available. But in that area, thousands of people are living. So, for a crowd of 1,000 or more, there might be only 10 or 20 to monitor. But with this AI Robocop, with just one robot, you can monitor the entire area with drone technology. It's totally possible. Now we are talking about a complete system that can track people 100%. As mentioned in Revelation 13:15, a beast with a spirit which can see, talk, and sense has now risen. We are looking at something that could be prototype for what's coming next, the Antichrist. The concept itself could be like a blend of humans with AI machines, and there are so many news reports lately about this kind of thing. Everything is happening just mentioned in the Bible, right in front of our eyes. All the technologies that were predicted are now being fulfilled. I'll be clear with you about one thing. We are living in the end times. If you still don't feel that we are in last days, then maybe you have understood everything from a different perspective. All of these things are revealed for a reason to prepare us in our spiritual lives. The Lord is coming back soon. So let's get ready and let's prepare a group of people to go along with us. God bless you.